I feel you. All right, well, obviously you're looking to win this game, but as someone with an eye on the NBA draft, how does that affect your approach?
My approach never changes. I compete as hard as I can, and I play to win. But when you go up against another draft prospect, you have an opportunity. You know, you gotta give the scouts a one-to-one comparison. So, if I'm outplaying this guy on the same court, in the same game, and he's projected to go second round, what does that make me?
Makes sense. How has practice been so far?
Tough. These guys really get after it in scrimmages, but it's gonna make me a complete player. Someone any NBA team could use.
That's great.
Yeah.
I think we got what we need.
Nice. Look, I'm not gonna complain on tape, but bro, these practices are killing me. Oh, God, these Euro dudes, I don't get it. They love to hack, and somehow the conditioning programs are even crazier.
Yeah, I was about to say, man, you do look a little rough. You feeling all right?
I'm a little beat up, to be honest with you, and I'm extremely sore, but I gotta find a way to push through it.
Yes, sir. It's just an adjustment. You be all right.
Yeah. Just, you know, this kind of stuff, just make sure we keep it off of socials, all right?
No, of course, man. We in this together. We only gonna show the world what you want them to see.
Yeah. That's good.
What's
Xander,
up?
I need help up.
I got you.
Yep.
Oh! Yes, sir.
Gosh.
A city with tremendous history and a love for basketball. We are live in Paris. Good evening and welcome. We have FBSL action coming your way here on 2K Sports. Nanterre versus Paris. I'm Blake Zuniga, joined by Tim Swartz and Brian Beneficeni. We should have a fun one here.
The FBSL season is young, and so is the talent here in Paris. I'm excited to see how Benoit Lambert looks this year, as well as the newcomer, MP.
MP, the latest American to jump over and join Paris FC's roster, and not an easy transition, fellas.
No, not at all, Blake, but this is the path MP chose. And we'll find out very quickly how he stacks up against some of the best young talent that France has to offer. And a lot of great talent on the floor in this one. The Canadian has to be Benoit Lambert, really a guy that could play in the NBA one day.
Now here's Peltier. And that one's good. Marks.
Marks says, hey, I can do it too. How about that three of his own?
Three-pointer king. And Paris, another triple. Well, we don't know if Lambert has any intention to head over the pond to play in the United States, but the skill is certainly there.
Well, he's so young, but already has a claim as one of the best shooters in all of Europe. Very easy release, can hit shots with a hand in his face. He's the star on this Nanterre team, and he's got a bright future.
He threaded the bounce pass in there very well.
Jacks up a three. Good on the three-point shot.
Well, hey, MP can make that shot, especially when you allow him time and space to get comfortable.
Now, something that's interesting, you kind of think about, is the fitness level of these players at the professional level. It's something else. You don't realize how demanding the game is until you're here.
Everything is faster, and you have to push your body to match it. For young guys like MP and these other prospects, that can be a very tough adjustment.
The shot. Good off the assist from Zadirko.
Oh, 3-point. It has to be his best friend today, no question.
It has been today, anyway. Most of his points have been courtesy of the deep ball.
Three-pointer's a nice friend to have.
Peltier outside. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Looks like he took that last three a little personal.
Yeah, that was definitely some payback right there.
That's what you love to see. Two guys going at it.
Big, good.
The answer three from MP. Listen, he never backs down. MP is a guy who's had to earn everything.
His ability is matched only by his energy, guys. He's usually in the middle of everything for him.
You know, one thing for a lot of these young players, this is the first time they're going up against grown men.
The level of strength is something you cannot prepare for. When you face off against players that do this for a living, it's a little bit different than in youth programs.
Cans it from downtown.
And Peltier is dangerous when he's shooting with confidence. Nice work rising and firing off the catch.
Bounces high off the rim and drops.
His stroke has been dead on. Inside, outside, wherever. The shots are just falling for him.
Pass to Lambert. And here's Marchand. Peltier. No good with the triple.
Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time. The two got lucky.
That's two for MP, utilizing that in-between area. So smart out there.
And here we see the debut of MP, the guy who made his way over from Vermont in the United States.
Yeah, I'm real interested to watch MP. He's looking to try and carve out a path to becoming a professional player, either here in Europe or back in the NBA. He's agent urged him to come to France and develop his game.
Now here's Chauvet. Here's Marks. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
What a shot by Marks. That's a tough one to judge, and he nailed it.
Here's King. Goes back up. Zadirko, good.
Strong lead down. He gets the easy putback as a result.
Nanterre trailing. Peltier outside. Pass to Marchand. Launches a three. The rebound by Zadirko. And here's Paris. From the wing. And Lambert pulls it down. Here's Peltier. Fires for three. The shot will not fall. Three-pointer King connects from three-point range.
It has taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter for them offensively.
Yeah, but they can't sit back. They need to keep the pressure on the defense and really try to put this one away early.
Great point, Brian. You have to continue to build on this lead.
The first quarter concludes and a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Paris FC basket ahead. They lead by 11. Stay with us as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. And welcome back as we get set to start the second quarter here in Paris. And we're a little over a minute and a half into this second quarter of action. And for the young players like MP joining this team, they're trying to find their role in the rotation.
It's not always easy, how to fit in here in Europe. It's a really high level of play. And it's especially difficult for those like MP who come from overseas.
And he makes the first. So both teams changing it up here. And so he makes them both from the line. Difficult situation here for Nanterre. Pass to Lambert. Gerard. And a great assist by Lambert as that one goes in.
What an advantage he brings to this offense. Being able to drain that three ball really can extend the defense.
Three-pointer King drains it from beyond the arc.
How about that? The spot. The three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Yeah, terrific little back and forth right there,
It's
Tim.
been a lot of fun to watch. And the coach of this Paris FC team, Wayne Graves, worked his way through the ranks. He spent some time as an assistant coach in the NBA before relocating to Europe.
No doubt. Graves is an American coach, and that shows up in the sets he draws up. But at the end of the day, he's proved that he knows his X's and O's.
Now here's Lambert. Baked in off the glass.
Well, everybody knows that Lambert can do work outside, but what you might forget is he's got no trouble scoring inside as well.
Got that one up quick.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Pass to Peltier. Gerard. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Inside. Now here's Elich. Here's King. The rebound by Chauvet. Down low. Here's Lambert. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. And without a doubt, the star of this Nanterre Elite team is Benoit Lambert. He can shoot the lights out, fellas.
And we've talked about Lambert's shooting, but he has a polish to his... game that you rarely see from players this young. It's a big reason why scouts are so excited to see him develop.
Now here's Marton. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Just 5 to shoot from past the arc. And Peltier good for 3.
There's Frankie Peltier helping the team stretch out that defense.
Three-pointer King sinks the triple.
I don't care how far the bucket he is. You have to have a man on him. He's just too good from long range.
Now here's Peltier. He's got 9.
An assertive shot from Peltier. He was looking to hit them with the answer triple.
King outside. From downtown, another 3 for Paris.
He is definitely making his presence felt here in the first half, shooting it so efficiently.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Paris FC basket ahead.
Up by 15. And we will be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Good to have you back with us for this matchup between Nanterre Elite and Paris FC Basket. The second half just getting underway. One thing we can be sure of, there will be plenty of scouts in the stands for all of these games.
Yeah, the French League is a hotbed for talent, and scouts from all over will be watching. There's a chance several of these players make the jump to a bigger club, or even, dare I say, the NBA.
Great job getting the ball to the right guy there. Chauvet showing what a good facilitator he can be.
And Ahern gets it to go.
He picked him out brilliantly with that feed inside.
Outside Marks.
Six to shoot.
And Peltier on the wing.
And the three off target.
Here's Paris.
Here's King.
Out to Ahern.
King. And he sticks that one in from 20 feet away.
Well, MP certainly found his groove tonight. The defense can't allow him to keep rolling like this.
Outside Chauvet. Outside Marks. Harris grabs the miss.
Maybe he was trying to show off there. Jeez.
And instead, it has the opposite effect.
King, no good.
You know, sometimes just because you can make it from way out there, it doesn't mean you should try.
Not that far out, at least. He can work for a better shot than that. Trust me on that.
He's not playing in an empty gym.
Puts up a three.
That's good, and it's Dumont with the assist.
Zero hesitation for MP. I love seeing the confidence.
Pass to Chauvet. Peltier.
It's King defending.
Now here's Peltier.
He's covered closely. To end the run.
And Elitch pulls it down.
King outside. There's the triple.
Another three for Paris.
And I love MP's shot selection. Just keeping things simple and taking what the defense is giving him.
Now a timeout called by Nanterre.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter.
Pass to Girard. Now Chauvet. Guarded by Dumont. A clear look for Chauvet.
That shot, no good.
This offense, it just seems completely deflated.
While at the other end, it's one bucket after another. This run is really getting out of hand.
Making it ugly.
Fires from deep.
And once again off the mark by Nanterre. Here's Dumont. The shot is good off the assist from Zabirko.
Well, the captain of his Paris FC group, the methodical Pierre Dumont.
And Dumont is kind of the guy who always keeps his cool on the court. Never gets rattled and does all the little things.
Pass to Chauvet. Back to Marks. It's Peltier on the wing. And Nanterre Elite again can't hit. And here's Paris.
They lead by the biggest margin of the game. 25.
That is such a low percentage shot.
Look, he's got to remember, he's got 4 teammates out there with him. He doesn't need to do it all by himself.
That's
this
the
is
rock.
a team game.
Yeah.
Three-pointer Chauvet.
The rebound by Zabirko.
He can't get anything to drop, and the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try to shoot his way out of.
I'm sure his teammates would agree with that, Tim. Last thing they want to see him doing is shooting it more.
I think they had some coaches that felt the same way.
And so far, we've seen MP getting the better of Lambert out there. Are you guys surprised?
Well, a lot of scouts came here to watch Lambert do his thing, but MP has been the star of the show so far. There's no denying that.
A lot of bricks put up off his shots, and one reason is he keeps trying to force it up while he's guarding. Move the ball around.
And add another three-pointer to their second half total.
They came out of the break dropping bombs and are just not letting up.
You'll love to see that.
LTA outside. And once again off the mark by Nanterre.
And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already.
Paris FC basket ahead.
Opening a huge gap. And 4th quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this.
And we welcome you back to Paris. The two teams are all set as we get this 4th quarter going. Here's Beaumarchais.
Powered down after the assist led him into the lane.
Threw it down with authority.
He can really fly. And you combine that.
Call Paris.
We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone.
Three-pointer King. And it's Nanterre with the rebound. Now Chauvet. Here's Marchand. Yes, and a nice assist from Chauvet.
Nice work sticking it from the mid-range area. Marchand focuses on taking high percentage shots that come within the offense.
Being good.
Yeah, he's the leading scorer in this game and has been the dominant figure today, no doubt.
Now here's Chauvet. Pass to Marks. And here's Lambert. And Lambert with the slam.
We're seeing a big night from Lambert. With every bucket, that draft stock goes up. The combination of size and shooting is tantalizing.
Such a wide open look.
They've been able to depend on his offense all game, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
And if they want to make things even easier on themselves here late in the game, just keep feeding him the rock.
Now here's Chauvet. Covered by Portier. Marks no good. Three-pointer King.
Drills it from outside.
Everything they put up is falling in, and that score keeps climbing.
And that is one demoralized set of defenders out there at this point.
Now here's Chauvet. It's King defending. Pass to Marks.
Lets it go.
And again, it's Nanterre.
I mean, it's pretty simple at this point. They cannot afford to give him that kind of look.
Well, it came off the pitch screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Pass to Lambert.
In it goes for the 8th time in 10 attempts.
This run really not doing them any good, coming as late as it has.
Yeah, but give them credit for showing the fight they're showing, Tim. It would have been real easy to just throw in the towel by now.
Yeah, but it's still going to be a loss, probably.
Well, he's scored over half their points so far. That's just a major contribution.
And a foul called on King. That's his first foul.
Here's Cat. Pass to Bleu.
5 on the clock. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good.
Well, that pick, it worked like a charm. A nice job taking it right to the 10 for the layup.
And that'll do it. Paris FC coming away with the win. A nice showing from the young team.
Everyone knew this Paris team could be young, but I think they turned some heads with how far along they are in their development.
A lot to like here from Paris. You know, the debut of MP gives their fan base hope for the season.
I'll be interested in how he develops over the year because he can clearly be an impact player for Paris, and they could be a dangerous team as the season goes on.
And that's a wrap, everyone. For Tim Sports, Brian Banafitemi, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Blake Suniga saying thanks for watching.
MP, thanks for joining us.
No problem. Happy to be here.
How are you adjusting to the level of competition in France? It's a big step up from high school, yes?
Yeah, for sure. I'm playing against professionals now. They're physical, and they know how to use that strength. They're smart as well. They just process the game much quicker. But that's what I wanted. I'm here to become the best player I can be, and to do that, you have to go up against the best comp. You can't find this anywhere else.
Okay, so despite the adjustment, you managed to outplay Benoit Lambert. Was that a focus for you tonight?
Yeah, my focus is always going to be on winning. I've made no secret that I want to play in the NBA, so I know that Benoit is a big-time prospect here, but I'm here to work on my game, become the best player I can be, and help my team get wins.
Thank you, MP.
You're welcome.
Something in your ear, okay?
Yeah, go ahead, I'm listening.
All right, now I know we're here to work on your draft stock, but I saw your post-game interview the other day, and I don't think you should talk about the NBA with the press that much.
What you mean?
Same goes for your social videos.
Wait, I'm just being honest out there. Like, I don't understand what that has to do with the management. You even said that it was okay in the contract negotiations.
No, look, I'm not worried about management. I'm worried about your teammates. They might not like a constant reminder that you see them as a stepping stone.
But that's not true.
I know. But you've got a lot to gain if this team is successful. Paris doesn't have an automatic berth to the EBA championships, but playing well in that tournament would be huge for your draft stock.
No, yeah, you're right. I hear you, Austin, 100%.
Okay, good. Look, but other than that, you're doing an outstanding job, okay? You came here to outplay top prospects, and you're doing it. Nice work.
I appreciate that, Austin.
All right. Talk soon.
Yep.